Is there anything you can't do with a Fender Custom Shop jazz bass?
So on the table, we have a couple of new basses from the Fender Custom Shop.
Yeah, that's right. We've got a couple of 64 jazz basses in. Actually, we've got loads. We've got like 5 64 jazz basses in, but we've grabbed a couple just to show you
A couple of the nice ones.
Yeah.
Well, they're all nice, but these are a couple of my favourites anyway.
These are definitely the best too, but we thought we'd show you just how much you can do with the Fender Custom Shop and how many things you can control and edit and change and make into your dream instrument.
Which is pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's right. So the instruments we have, they both count as 64 jazz basses. The reason for that is that is currently the jazz bass that Fender have that you can edit. You can use that as a sort of a blank, the 1964 jazz bass. But within that, you can change loads of things. They're both different woods. So this white blonde model is made out of a lightweight ash. The sparkle blue is alder, which is what you would commonly associate with a jazz bass. Certainly a 64. You certainly wouldn't get lightweight swamp ash in a 60s jazz bass. You'd get ash in a 70s jazz bass that would weigh a ton, but this is uncharacteristically light as well.
Yeah, it's super light.
Which makes it loads of fun and really playable.
Really, really light.
Yeah, it's aggressively lightweight.
Which is great, because we all know basses destroy your
Well,
shoulders.
jazz basses especially are very heavy, so this is super cool. I think it's a great feature. And the other thing they've changed, despite this being a 64, is this is a 75 neck profile.
Okay.
So it's quite different. But I love the 75 neck profile. It's just it's a little bit deeper, slightly more tapered, and super duper comfy. I like it very much. And of course, as you can see from the back of the neck and the headstock, it has been roasted. The maple is roasted, which is very popular.
Yeah, and amazing.
Yeah, loads of companies are doing it at the moment. Charvel on
Who
their
doesn't
DK
like
series.
a baked maple neck?
Exactly, it's definitely the most popular thing to do at the moment. But of course, in 1964, they were not baking or roasting anything, so that is another super cool feature. As far as controls go, we've got the standard volume tone that you would expect on a 1964 jazz bass, as opposed to over here on our more traditionally spec'd older 64 jazz bass, we have stacked pot concentric volume and tone controls. Which is not right. You would expect that on a 60, on a 1960, 61, because of course after that, on the sort of 61, 62 turning point, they abandoned stacked pot concentric tone volume controls because they're a little bit breaky. These ones aren't, but the ones at the time were a little bit breaky.
So they're not really 64s.
No.
They're like, they've started off with a 64 and then just changed loads of stuff.
Because you can do that. Because that's the freedom of the Fender Custom Shop. But yeah, I mean, you get 60s neck profile on this, a big thick slab of rosewood, and you know the ashtrays, the pickup ashtrays that you would traditionally get on like a 64. But certainly you can get sparkle blue in 1964. You couldn't get stack pot concentrics. You couldn't get a 1975 neck. You couldn't get baked maple. And the other thing, actually, interestingly on this, you wouldn't have been able to get a gold anodized plate. That was something almost exclusive to the precision bass. and is way more common. Like even now, those Mexican 50s precision basses come with a gold anodized plate, which is very cool.
So as we all know, Fender are probably the best, or one of the best, at relicking their guitars.
Yeah.
And we have two different types of kind of relicking going on here, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you have a massive choice from the Fender Custom Shop. They operate in what they call the time machine models of guitar, which are various states of relicking. So the two we have here are the Journeyman Relic and this is just a Relic. So
Journeyman's like the lightest kind of relicking.
Yeah, the lightest relic. You can get NOS, you can get new old stock, which would be completely undamaged. But Journeyman has a little bit of lacquer checking, as you can see, and it has a few marks here and there, a couple of dings, but there'll be no major paint loss anywhere, no playing marks, no buckle rash, things like that. Whereas the Blue Sparkle is a Relic, so we have some playing wear, we have a bit of damage from moving the instrument around, and it will have a big chunk of buckle rash on the back. That's kind of like, that's your standard worn guitar. The Journeyman's really popular though. I like the idea that it's not quite new. It's got that. I love the look of lacquer checking.
But I think relicking, in general, seems to be quite a Marmite thing.
Yeah.
Like you either like it or you don't like it.
Yeah. You either like relicking or you play PRS. So.
and I think that also that the kind of extreme or light relicking again is quite a Marmite thing.
Yeah.
Like, I personally, I'm not into the heavier stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
And I quite like this Journeyman thing.
I think it looks really good. I don't think it would ever be for me. I love the Journeyman though. The whole Closet Classic thing is a super cool look.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love this guitar. Being able to get a jazz bass that's lightweight ash, the gold anodized plate, the 75 neck profile, the baked maple. I would have to give this a 4 out of 5 mustaches. This is a 4 out of 5 mustache guitar.
I would agree. I think that the fact that it's super lightweight, I really like. So
yeah, it is very cool.
But going on, if I had to pick, I would still probably pick the Blue Sparkle. I'm digging that color. I'd give that a 4 as well.
Yeah, I'd be happy to rate that 4. The Stack Pot tone circuit alone gets it 4 out of 5 mustaches.
Boom.
But that was only a couple of things that you can do with the vast array of things you can do with a Fender Custom Shop. But what did you think? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you want to see more videos just like this one, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we shall see you very soon.